Hey guys, welcome back to my channel Mandala Marvels. Today I'm going to show you step-by-step guide of how to make this beautiful Pearl of Ocean tea light candle holder with dot mandala design. Also, I would be sharing some tips about what to do when the consistency of the color is not right or when you get bubbles in your color. So let's begin.
I have prepared the base with the chalk white paint. And the first step is to make the markings.
Here I'm using white charcoal pencil to make the markings. This pencil is usually very easy to wipe it off once you're done with your design. I have used all the markings of the stencil, but there are gaps between them, so I'm going to fill them up with my charcoal pencil. Also, I'm going to draw a line towards the edge of the tea light holder for my design. For dot mandala, you need accurate markings. If you have gotten your markings right, half of your task is done there. So take your time and do it right.
I'm going to use a few shades of light blue color and white and a little bit of pearl white. This is the shade. So I have gotten two containers here and I'm going to pour a little bit of blue in both. Next I'll add white. I'll add a little white in this and a little more in this.
You can easily find this container on Amazon. You can also find paint strips, but I find that these containers are much cheaper.
I'm going to slowly mix it with the
While mixing two colors, you might find some air bubbles in it. The best way to get rid of them is to mix the colors and set it aside for a while, maybe for 6 to 7 hours or a longer period of time. So I'm going to start with some white color, and I'm using tool number 1 here. And I'm going to make very small dots on my first layer, starting with the markings. Best way to ensure equal distance between each dot is to follow the markings. One dot on first marking, one dot on second marking, and equal number of dots in between them. For the next step, I'm using the dark blue color that I have made and flat tool number 0. And I'm going to place the dots exactly on the markings, leaving a gap. So once I placed this, I understood that there is a proper gap in between these two blue dots, and I can use the same tool. If there would have been little less gap, I might have used a smaller number of tool. For the next step, I'm using the same blue color and flat tool number 1, and I'm placing dots in between the two small dots. Remember, guys, don't use the markings right now. Use the between space of the smaller blue dots. For the next step, I want to create a flower pattern, and for which I'm using flat tool number 3 and white color. And for this step, I'm going to place the dots on the markings. To make running dots around this white dot, I'm using light blue color directly without adding any white in it. Since my light blue color is little thick, so I have added a medium into it. The details of the medium are in the description. After mixing the medium, you always find air bubbles in them, and I usually use a safety pin to just pop them out in my palette itself. Next, I'm using tool number 2, and I'll be making petal or running dots around this white dots. So my initial dots are going to be with tool number 2, and the finishing dots are going to be with tool number 1. while using two different tools for one set of design, I always prefer to again make a dot on the last dot of the previous tool in case if I find that the last dot was very small or it might look that the last small dot is smaller and the next one is bigger. I want to create bushes around them, but I want them to be a little longer, so I'm placing single dots on top of them. Next, I'm taking the lighter shade of blue that I created, and by using tool number 4, I'm going to make the bushes around them. Now, as I had placed the single dots, I can make long bushes. Also, the consistency of the color needs to be a little thinner for bushes so that you have sufficient color to pull it as much as you want. I want some running dots around those bushes. So I'm using tool number 4 for the first dot, and then I'm using tool number 3 for the second set of dots, and later I'll be using tool number 2. So the shape that I want to achieve through this running dots is not exactly a very curved one. It's more of a polygon design. And for the rest of the running dots, I'm using tool number 2. Again, like I said, if you find that the last dot of tool number 3 is a little big or little small, you can adjust it with your next set of tool. In case if you do not have sufficient place, do not skip placing the dots. Rather, place the dots on the already placed dots. Now the edge that I had drawn with the charcoal pencil will come handy. I'm going to make a bush with tool number 5 and my nail art tool. The color that I've taken is the light darker shade of blue. As the design has reached the edge, if you're not confident, you can wait till this dries out before we do our next step. For the next step, I'm taking the darker shade of blue and I'm going to make small bushes with tool number 3. Depending on how much space you have left, you can decide if you want to use tool number 3 or a bigger or a smaller tool. For the final touch of blue, I'm creating a triangular design with 3 dots. We'll let this completely dry before we can do our pearls of ocean design. This is completely dried now, and for the next step, I'm taking some pearl white color. The consistency of this color is really thick and it's its nature, not that because it's dried. So I'm going to add the same medium here and I'm going to mix it. Now, whenever we add medium, there are a lot of air bubbles that get into your color. So you mix it properly and then tap it on your desk the way I'm showing here. So all the air bubbles will come on the top. And once they are on the top, you can pop them off with a pointy needle or a safety pin like this. I'm going to zoom in a bit more. So when you start popping, it might happen that the color will get on the tip. So just clean the tip of your needle and again pop the air bubbles. For the pearl effect, first step is to take tool number 2 or backside of tool number 2 and place the dots in between the blue dots. Now remember guys, because we want to give the pearl effect, it has to be embossed on your design. So I have not made my color very thin. Here you'll get more visibility of the emboss effect. I'm taking tool number 3. Another tip for you here is that it might happen that once you place your dots, you might find that there are air bubbles on them. So just take a pin and pop them off when they are wet. So for the next step, the size that I want for my dots is of flat tool 0, but instead I'm using tool number 5 as I want that emboss effect of pearl. You can take as much as color possible and you can place the dots. Also, if you repeatedly take some color and place the dot at the same place, your dot will start getting bigger. And this is the reason that the consistency needs to be a little thicker. I want to have equal effect of pearl throughout the design. So I'm placing the metallic white dots on the white dots at the center with tool number 3. And for the last step, I'm using tool number 3 to make a set of 3 dots. These are again running dots, but not till the end, just 3 dots on both the ends, so that my start is a white color and my finish is a shade of white. And I have that border there. If I leave with the blue at the border, it might seem that there is no end to the design. So to have the finished look, I have given the pearl white at the end. And guys, don't forget to secure it with some varnish. That Pearls of Ocean design is ready and it looks really pretty. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. Do share a comment and hit a thumbs up to let me know if you have liked my video. Also subscribe to my channel Mandala Marvels. See you next time. Bye.